What up? How's it going? So not that much to say. Of course, once again, we saw her get done dirty. And eventually I'm trying to figure out when is this going to change, right? Like, you know. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this episode started and see where it goes. You know?
Hold. Exhale.
Francis was a sales manager for a theatrical supply company.
Of Lamont.
Francis tutored kids after school. Francis was saving up for a trip to the Galapagos. Francis loved my daughter. Francis is dead, and Hannah is gone.
Don't talk to her.
Because of her.
Bounce.
Hold. Exhale. Breathe.
She fooled. Oh, shit.
Being so mean.
She got someone executed. She doesn't feel sorry about it. She should have kept her fucking mouth shut.
Of Matthew, shame on you.
Tell your friends to cool it.
Cool it.
I'm sorry, Aunt Lydia. I don't know what you're talking about. You want to take my tongue out? Burn my arm? Better hope they don't need me on TV again for Nicole.
Get on the bus, dear. I don't think we'll take you all home just yet.
That Martha was salvaged for plotting a heinous crime, the theft of a child. Who led her to conceive of such an evil act?
She did.
If y'all get this shit out of here.
It's my fault, Aunt Lydia.
Testifying is that little girl, Agnes, of course. That Martha loved and cared for her. Think of that little girl without that warmth in her life. Whose fault is that?
My fault.
And Lydia is the best at this.
Her world is emptier and colder now than it ever was. It is a wicked, selfish fool who chooses another wicked, selfish fool as her example. Yes, Joseph.
I have something else to testify.
Of Matthew doesn't want her baby.
Is this true of Matthew?
No, Aunt Lydia.
I only felt that way for a second. Just a second.
Switch seats. That's the only thing I Lydia care about more than everything. The babies.
Well, it was just a second. It just feels different. This one, I think it's a girl, and the others were boys, so I got scared. Scared of what her life would be.
But only God knows that. She thinks she knows better than God.
I swear I do. I love her. I love her.
Sinner.
No.
Sinner.
Of Matthew, don't be a crybaby.
Crybaby.
She out here crying over this. Imagine how June should feel.
Here's my good girl.
Ugh. And them hands rough and cold.
Keep thinking of questions, because I know you're going to get a
Look
bright
at her
idea.
her school teacher outfit. They all dress like that.
I left her another
It don't matter what
message.
age either. They all dress like that.
Hope she's all right.
Except for teacher baby, thick one from Atlanta.
I'm sorry, it's 6:15.
I'm going to take him home.
Are you sure?
Sure, it's no problem.
Damn.
Don't forget to show hospitality to strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels.
Hebrews 13.
Yes.
I got held up at work, and I got here as fast as I could. I'm so sorry.
So why don't you both join me for dinner?
Oh, no, we couldn't. Thank you.
Nonsense. I made enough for an army.
They just look at you and make assumptions, you know? Like, I'm dressing for tips, asshole. I don't actually like you. I'm sorry, I try not to swear around Ryan.
I've never
You
heard him
saying
use
asshole
language like
ain't gonna
that.
hurt that kid.
Anyway, it's just like, just because I bring you a drink doesn't mean that you have a right to grab my rear.
One moment.
Right?
Right. We were playing 20 questions. He is so special. You're very blessed.
I know. And he deserves more. Better. I don't know. But all he has is me. So,
I need to know if you've learned anything about Hannah or the Mackenzies and where
No.
they...
Don't ask me again. Go to your room.
Y'all already know how I feel about saying this weirdo shit. That's horrifying. I don't care about for everybody else, but for that chick right there, because it's like, damn, what happens to her now? And how many chances do they give them to have a baby that lives? That's dope.
I didn't know what it was that I felt there with Avandy and her baby. But I do now. Relief.
You act like you care about your wife. I know you don't give a shit about the rest of us, but you do realize that this world that you built here is destroying her. And that with one phone call, you could have her out. You're not protecting her. You're killing her.
I bet that felt good.
There is the question of Avandy. Once she's ready to return to service, of course.
The Austins won't have her back, they already told me.
And word will have gotten around about her failure today. Poor thing.
Why our Lord above would withhold his blessings from a girl like that and give 2 healthy babies to someone like of Joseph. One of the reasons I like working with children is that I don't have to bother with this nonsense.
Well, we'll get you out there. You can't be alone.
I'm not alone.
It doesn't seem like there's been someone special for you in a while, and you deserve that. I met someone, though. He's in IT.
Oh, there's a lot of good jobs in that field. Does he like kids?
He's got 2 of his own, so yeah. And he says he's gonna leave his wife. I know I'm not as far along as we would like, but I'm trying. And this one for a night out.
A night out, yeah.
Come on, we gotta get you out there, Lydia. And if I'm gonna try harder, so are you.
Well, I'm glad you're here. You look lovely.
Thank you so much.
These just seem festive.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, what's gonna happen?
Last New Year's, I made mac and cheese. Hard to believe teaching's your second career. You're a natural.
Well, family law was good practice. I mean, the system now is better because it's all been privatized, but then it was very frustrating because you couldn't help as many children as you wanted to.
Right there. Please, help me out. Come on.
Watch her kill it. She's like, I don't sing. She just grabbed that mic.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, I was wrong.
Happy New Year, King.
No tonsil hockey.
Well, if I had known, I would have invited you. More the merrier.
Next Christmas, then.
Oh, Lydia about to give it up.
Next Christmas.
Is Aunt Lydia about to give it up? What is gonna happen here? Something bad leads to her being in this Gilead shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Aunt Lydia would start out on top. Never mind, let me fall back. Let me fall back. That's crazy. Whoa, what happened?
Oh.
He created this monster.
Don't apologize.
It's his fault.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I've had a great time. Really, it's just too soon for me.
I understand.
This is all his fault, and I'm getting tight.
Lydia. I'd love to see you again.
Yes, I'll see you at school.
Oh, man. when the hands was by the belt buckle, did he not know that it was going down to the crotch? He let it get all the way there. I was like, ooh, 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 ooh. No, I can't do this. That's his kink. That's my theory. Cause why else? When she had a hand on you. He dead ass created a supervillain.
She's unable to maintain a steady job. She sends the child to school without breakfast, let alone lunch.
She's snitching on that girl?
I've often seen him unwashed, wearing dirty clothes. She carries on with men. I know of 3 in the last few months, one of whom was married.
She's snitching.
Is there really enough here to trigger an emergency removal?
The child is vulnerable to a corrupting influence. We are required by law to report so many people with so much love to give. I had to protect Ryan.
From what? He's fine. He needs me. He needs his mother.
Ma'am, you're entitled to appeal our determination at your hearing in 6 weeks.
6 weeks? Why?
This is your fault, Noelle. You must know that.
You're ruining his life. You're a fucking cold-hearted bitch. Man, that's never shit.
I forgive you.
This is her fault.
I wish she would have took her fucking head off.
You fucking bitch.
He's like, damn, I made the right decision. But in the end, you didn't, did you?
It's an acquired taste seeing others in pain, like that smoky scotch Luke got as a gift once. I grew to like that. I finally know how off Glenn felt. What made her put on that bomb vest.
Joseph, a word if you please.
And I know how Emily felt. Right before she stuck a knife in Lydia's back.
I was thinking about you last night. How I have failed you. I prayed on it. I think it's about time we got you out of that house.
What?
It's become quite clear that the Lawrence household is dangerously unorthodox. First Emily, and all your recent troubles. Lawrence, well, is that really a home for a child?
Fuck you, guard. Oh, they about to light her ass up. Only reason they haven't is because she has a baby. They'd have been lit her ass up. Damn, man! Damn! I had it already. I was about to go blah! And they blicked her before the
Oh, no! Oh, no!
First, let me start by saying don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure to hit the notification bell. Shout out to all the new viewers. Shout out to all the subscribers. And I have a Patreon with full-length early reactions to things like this. If you'd like to, check it out. All right, let's see. This episode, now we're going somewhere. First off, Aunt Lydia. Let's start here. She was alone. But early on, I couldn't tell if she was lonely or not. Right? Like, she seems to have found a safe haven with the kids. Okay? And then we find out that she at once was a family lawyer. But I guess she felt as if at that time, actually taking care of the kids, she wasn't getting that done. So she came and became a teacher. Now, when we saw that kid early on, we understood, okay, something from that is going to play a part into this. But even by the end of her little storyline in this, I couldn't really tell what that was going to have to do with this, right? Because it's like, okay, she's with that dude. They at the club. New Year's, she goes back. She wants to smash. And then he's like, nah, I'm good. Now, I will say that was some bullshit that she did. And what I said in the review, I was going to talk about this. Have y'all seen in the news? There's some woman in Florida, all right? She's taking kids from women with like no proof of what they're actually taking them away for. And the thing that's crazy is, I'm like, maybe there's more to it. Even though I already think the worst about certain people. Okay, so when I saw the stories, this woman, I'm like, nah, this can't be true. But it's like hundreds of kids she has taken, and it's all from parents like, but we didn't. You know what I mean? We didn't do nothing. Like, we didn't even have a chance to do nothing. Taking, like, newborn infants. And then people are bringing in their malnourished baby because the babies are having trouble, you know, like the mom isn't producing enough breast milk and the baby doesn't want to bottle feed. Like, they're having trouble. This is normal things you deal with. You go to the hospital, they help you along with it, and they're coming and they're just taking babies, not investigating or anything. They're just walking off with kids. And they're not checking to see if there's family that could take the kids. They're immediately putting them into foster care. And when I saw what Lydia did, that popped into my head. And I was like, dog, you know what I mean? So all of that where they showed her background, it still don't make me feel nothing about it. She just seemed like a punk motherfucker to me. I did like none of that, none of what she did. Like, you were helping that lady along. You get what I'm saying? She was helping that lady, a young lady who looked like she needed help, who was dating and trying to find a man. And okay, yeah, she would have married dude. How that mean a kid got to be taken away? What was her name? The black chick who was June's walking partner, okay? She was one of those ones who had fell in line with what was going on. And I could never remember the one chick's name who got her eye gouged out. But she's also one of those. Since we started watching this, it's been real bad for her. She had, she was having mental issues. Right when we saw them doing the initial training, she had got fucked with, eye gouged out. What else? Oh, she had been promised by the commander that they were going to be together. So it was a mind fuck. And, the whole shit with her daughter. Okay. But she still believing this, and she still believing Aunt Lydia. And it was crazy that she was the one who got beat the fuck up by June's walking partner. Like, she was the one who got beat up. Now, here's the thing. This is where I'll say I find this episode and where they're going with it interesting. Because if they go too far with this, I might have a problem with it. What it is this thing of, well, vengeance will hurt others. So you have to be careful with it. Facts. But if they're trying to push a message like, yo, she should just do this the right way. Because as I said, I just get that hint from the show of this, well, fight back the right way sort of thing. And no disrespect, it ain't June's fault that chick lost her mind. That chick deserved everything she got. She lost her mind because she was getting fucked with. But she removed Hannah away from where her mom was. She got a Martha killed. That family moved away. And she knew that was the whole reason that June is back. And, she knows what June is going with her own baby on the other side of the border. That chick deserved everything she got. Now let's go all the way to the point where she gets shot up. That ain't on June. Sorry. Like, yeah, you lost your mind. We all like all those handmaids in there. She says this in like the first season. You're going to snap. It's just about when it takes place. Okay, so my thing is, Oh, all right. However it gets done. She's about to blame Aunt Lydia. Okay, but she didn't. She got hit up, and she was with child. Now that's fucked up, but it's a fucked up situation. In the situation they in, all they have time to do is study their situation and their surroundings. So there's no way she was naive about what was going to happen with the Martha, with all that. And we know she's not naive because after it was done, she's like, I snitched on you and I did it and you're in a better place, right? I now there's no way. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just, let's put it there. June, the way they showed her and they're making her look like diabolical. I wonder where that's going because it could be cool or it could just be, are y'all trying to make this revolutionary thought or these actions seem unruly or something that I should look down on or be like, oh, we don't want to be like them? Is that what they're trying to go for here? Because she's not like them. She's not like them. She just don't give a fuck about nobody in her situation, in that situation now. She don't care about nobody but herself. Why? Because for the most part, ain't nobody care about her. So she has to, you know what I mean? The thing with Aunt Lydia, though, is just, in my mind, I was looking for, because what it usually happens in stuff like this, or like Orange is the New Black, where they have these flashbacks, or like Oz or something. Those are jail shows. So it would always go, what happened to get you here? Okay? But with Aunt Lydia, that's not what this is. It's not like what happened to get you here. She already had that very much in her. It's just, it was unleashed. But I feel like Aunt Lydia, that was always in her. Like when I first saw her as a teacher, I'm like, oh, it was bubbling right there on the surface. And my man, he had a chance to squash it. He had a chance to evaporate it. And when a hand went down below, he just let her go. Tragic. Next episode.